So in this topic, we learn about factors. A factor is a whole number that divides or shares exactly into another number so every number has at least two factors. And what are those factors? Itself, and 1. So those are the minimum, and then it can have any other factors. So let's use something interesting to discuss factors. Cadbury's chocolate. Now in this chocolate bar that you may have eaten at some point, there are 32 smaller pieces. There are 4 pieces this way. There are 8 pieces this way. And then each one is broken into smaller sections. So if you look at the area, it's equal to 32. 8 times 4 is 32. So when we are making chocolates, do you think it's an area problem that they're considering? Probably. What if I wanted to take all the 32 pieces and divide it by 32? Or in simpler words, 32 divided by 32. What would we get? 1 piece. So that would be one part of this right here. So this would be gone. Right? Like if you break this chunk. You could also break it from another part. If you wanted 2 pieces, you would repeat the process the second time, and then the third time, and so on. What if I want to divide by 2? Or into, by 2. Where would I divide that by? Then I would have 16 pieces together. So basically what I would do is either break it this way, right here. So I'll get the top portion and the bottom portion. So that's one way. So this is 1/2 of it. This has 16. Also this will have 16. What's another way to break this? So if I would take 4 by 4 and cut it over here, I would have 16 in this section and even 16 in this section. And I can split this into 2 people. Now if I were to take 32 pieces and divide it by 3, I wouldn't get a whole number. So let's go to the next section where we are dividing by 4. So if I were to divide by 4, what would I get? What's 32 divided by 4? So 32 divided by 4 would give me 8. Right? So 8 pieces in each section. So I could break it this way, right here, into 4 parts. Right? I would get 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could break it this way. 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, 4 part. And we want to be fair, right? You want to give equal share. That's the idea. So each person should get 8 8 pieces. That's what you're looking for. So again, 5 and 6 and 7 wouldn't work for this case because we have 32. So the next one that we would come across is 32 divided by 8, which would give us 4 parts. So let's use 4. So we could cut this way. Red is a good color, it's showing. So I could make 8 parts this way. And you can be creative, right? That's the idea. How can you still distribute but be creative? You can break it this way, like halfway, and then this way, and then split them. So you'll get this one section, and then this, it will be your other section. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you'll get 8 sections. What if you want more sections? Can we get 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? No, we'll get a fraction or a small portion. So then we'll go to 16, will be our next. That's where each person gets 2. So let's break it into 16 parts. So to do 16 parts, we need 2 per person. So basically you're cutting this way. Then you're cutting this way. So it's just working through the grid. This is a really good chocolate to work with if you wanted to distribute. So each section right here will have 2. This has 2 pieces. This has 2 pieces. The goal is to get 2 pieces. And, as a staff in the kitchen or even as a parent, sometimes you come across situations like this. Let's say one of your kids wants to get the same exact piece or the same exact size. Then you could just use a ruler, pencil, and a protractor, measure out the exact angle, find the exact measurements, find the exact weight, give it to your kid. Seems interesting. The last section is where you divide by 32. So 32 pieces. And all of these can be worked the other way too. 32 divided by 2 is 16. 32 divided by 16 is 2. So if you move one thing to the other, you still get the same answer. So in this case, we'll just cut every piece off like what we did in the beginning. So just cut all of this. You'll be able to distribute this chocolate in 32 parts. Interesting that we could use factors and chocolates in one class. Enjoy.